What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with another minor league baseball video. Today I'm giving you 5 prospects that are not currently in the top 100 that I believe will be in the top 100 by the end of 2023. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's been a little while. I haven't done a prospect video in, I don't know, maybe like a month even. It's kind of weird. I've been enjoying the offseason a little bit, but I'm jumping into more minor league stuff, diving into prospects, getting ready for the 2023 season, buying some baseball cards of some of these young fellas, and especially some of these guys I'm going to talk about here right now. So yeah, giving you 5 players who I think are just going to absolutely go crazy in 2023. I'm going to go by kind of levels. So I'm going to start at low A and go my way up that way. It's not going to be necessarily who I think is going to do the best, who's going to do the worst, because that's hard to judge sometimes. I think these players are all going to perform well in 2023. I'm going to talk about them, show you some stats, and I'm going to show you where the baseball cards are at. See if maybe you should be buying now or maybe you should be holding off. We'll see. All right, let's jump into it. All right, the first player we're talking about today is Cole Young of the Seattle Mariners. I love that sweet swing. This kid's going to be good. All right, so a little detail on Cole Young. He's 6'1", 180, so frame is fine. He plays middle infield, which is great. So actually a really solid frame for a middle infielder. He's 19 years old. He'll turn 20 this season. He was the first round pick for the Seattle Mariners, 21st overall in the 22 draft class. So really good stuff there. So a lot of people are very high on him. You know, first round draft pick. Love to see that just for the hype aspect. But we jump into his statistics. So again, a lot of these players, you know, they're outside the top 100 for either the reason of they haven't proven it yet or they're just flying on their radar. I think Cole Young is kind of on the hasn't played enough yet, because he only played 17 games in his first opening season. So got drafted in 22, and then he did really well. He started off in rookie ball, absolutely smashed, 333 batting average, 423 on base percentage, 899 OPS. Kind of just did his thing. A first rounder doesn't go to rookie ball very often, so you know they only put him down there in 7 games. Just make sure you knew what he was doing. And then he got moved up to low A, where he just absolutely went crazy. In just 10 games, hit 385, 422 on base percentage, 961 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, stole a base, had 2 home runs, had 15 hits in those 10 games. The thing I love the most, though, and he did it at both levels, is he had as many walks as strikeouts. So gonna be a super high on base percentage guy, and he's not gonna strike out that often. Only 8 strikeouts in 17 games. We absolutely love that. Again, probably not facing the best pitching in those 17 games at a lower level, but it's a good start. So yeah, I think Cole Young, he's going to come out this year. He's going to do his thing. He's going to have a very good season. Probably going to start in Modesto low A, but I bet you he finds his way in high A by the end of the season. So let's talk about his baseball cards. We'll just scroll through them so you can see them, kind of give everyone a little idea. So a base autograph out of Bowman Draft this year, going to be $113-ish, around that price range. And as they get numbered, it's going to get a little more expensive. So the green 330, you know, the blue 360, 376 again for the blue. So his stuff is kind of expensive. But the one thing that is nice, if you want something cheap, like his Bowman Sapphire, it's only $12. Refractor, only $5. So his non-numbered stuff and his base is only $3. So if you want something non-auto, you know, base refractor, Bowman Sapphire, Yellow Lava out of 75, $65. So not super unaffordable yet. Could he get there? Yes, 100% first rounder. I think he has the height to do that. But right now, I think Cole Young is definitely a buy, especially if you want something like a base refractor, like $3. That's nuts. Send that in the PSA. I guarantee it sells for at least like $50 or somewhere around there. So that's probably a really good buy right now. The next player we're going to talk about is Edgar Quero. I've talked about him a little bit in a few of my videos. Definitely made my minor league recaps last year a lot. He is a stud. I don't know how he's not in the top 100 this season. He's 5'11", 170. He's a catcher, so the frame's fine for being a catcher. No issues there. 19 years old. He's going to turn 20 this season. Look what he did last year. So, you know, his first season, 2021, not a huge deal. International prospect. Didn't play all that much. 30 games. Had a really high on base percentage, basically. And then had a pretty solid OPS. Last year, full season, 111 games at low A. And this is what bothers me because he stayed in low A. Because he just did so good. 312 batting average, 435 on base percentage, 965 OPS, 17 home runs, 2 triples, 35 doubles, 129 hits in 111 games. And he almost had as many walks as strikeouts. He even stole 12 bases for a catcher. So, but the walks, absolutely love it. 73 walks in those 111 games and only struck out 91 times. So really good bat to ball skills, super good eye. Just does a lot of things right. And if we want to jump into it, he's a switch hitter, and he did well from both sides of the plate. Obviously, a little bit better as a left-hander, 326 batting average compared to a 275, but he still had a 426 on base percentage from the right side of the plate, almost a 900 OPS. So really not that much of a weakness on the right side. Absolutely love it. So Edgar Quero, his stuff is starting to demand a little bit more of a value. You could have got him for a little bit cheaper last year, but he's still nothing terrible. Refractor PSA 10, $160. I was just at the card shop yesterday actually, and I almost bought the speckle at a $299 for $100. So it's still not that bad. $40 for a base autograph. So he's definitely still in the buy category, in my opinion, if you believe in Edgar Quero like I do. But he's not going to be dirt cheap. Atomic, $20. Lava, $23. Again, there's that refractor at a $499 PSA 10, $180. But still, not bad at all. If you want some of his base stuff, just dirt cheap, literally $1. Doesn't have a base refractor. Like the refractor at a $499, here's $14. So again, another player I think is in that buy now category. The next prospect I'm talking about is Benny Montgomery of the Colorado Rockies. Super excited about Benny Montgomery. So Benny Montgomery in 2021 was the 8th overall pick. Super hyped player. Has dealt with a little bit of injuries. He is 6'4", 200. Amazing frame. He's a center fielder too. Absolutely love everything about his build. He's 20 years old though, so he is a little bit on the older side from when he did get drafted in 2021, which I would say is the only like downside to Benny Montgomery right now. Because outside of that, he's done really well. And again, he dealt with injuries this year. So rookie ball, absolutely killed it last year in 2021 after he got drafted. Short season. 2022 his first official season, and he dealt with injuries, so only played 62 games, 56 of them at low A, which we're going to focus on. These were just rehab games at rookie ball, but over 56 games at low A, 313 batting average, 394 on base percentage, 896 OPS. He had 6 home runs, 3 triples, 20 doubles, 73 hits in 56 games, walked 21 times, which not bad at all, but he did strike out a lot. So strikeout problem is a little evident there, I would say, but I mean, the numbers don't lie yet. You know, there's a lot of people that do strike out. Some people see that as a red flag. Some people don't. I don't really see it as a red flag because he is consistently hitting the ball hard. But the thing I love about Benny Montgomery is, like I said, his build is just, he's a huge kid, and he hasn't found his in-game power. 6 home runs in 62 games is not bad. Home run every 10 games, like that's not too terrible. A full season, that's about 15 home runs. He's going to find his in-game power at some point. He's playing in Colorado. I think he is going to be a stud. He's also very relevant in the card hobby, which I love a lot. So let's jump into his sports cards a little bit. Another player that I think he's a buy. Again, he's going to demand a little bit more of a value. He's the 8th overall pick just a draft ago. But a base refractor, $7, $8 there, $8, $7, $2 here. Just ridiculous. $6 for a base refractor. Black Ray Wave BGS 95 with the 10, $420. That is a disgusting card. Like, I wish I would have saw that because I might have just, bought it and told my wife later. Awesome deal there. Sapphire PSA 10, $44, not bad. PSA 9, $60 for the base autograph. Again, a lot of value to be had here with Benny Montgomery. A blue non-auto, $38. But his stuff can be a little more expensive. Purple autos, $200. So kind of similar to Cole Young. He's a high draft pick, so he is going to demand some value, but it's not where some of these other top draft picks are at. So I do think there is opportunity there. Yeah, I think he's a buy. The next player we're talking about is one of my favorites, Aaron Zavala. This dude hits just balls very hard and far when he gets a hold of it. Aaron Zavala, 6 foot, 193, big frame. He's an outfielder. He was the 2nd round pick for the Rangers back in 2021. Would have been a 1st rounder in my opinion, but he did have a medical anomaly where he had like a growth on his neck where he thought he had to end his baseball career. Signed for super low money because of that. And I think the Rangers are very grateful that he did because they have got an absolute steal. In college, absolutely rigged. This is his last year in college. Just a ridiculous stat line all around. Spencer Torkelson-esque. A little less power, though, as far as college numbers go. Comes into 2021, does pretty well, super high on base percentage. But last year, first full season, 111 games, So starts at high A, and let me tell you, he was terrible for the first month. Like, I was shocked how bad he was playing, because this is someone that was on my radar. I was watching, I was getting super disappointed. I was like, what the heck? Aaron Zavala, you're hitting like 220. What the heck? Ends up hitting 280 with a 424 on base percentage, 866 OPS. Hits 11 home runs over 81 games. Just does a lot of things well. Steals 10 bases. Moves up to Double A, and he doesn't slow down at all. Over 30 games, 277 batting average, 410 on base percentage, 892 OPS, hit 5 more home runs, 8 doubles, 31 hits in those 30 games, and he walked 21 times in 30 games. So moved up a level, did not really slow down. I think Aaron Zavala is a very complete hitter, and I think he's going to be a big piece for the Rangers. They have such young talent. This Rangers system is ridiculous. Give the Rangers like 3 years, and they are going to be probably a top 3 team in MLB if everyone progresses and develops the way I think they will. I just love their farm system. They're my favorite farm system outside the Diamondbacks, because I'm a Diamondbacks fan, and Diamondbacks are nasty too. But yeah, Aaron Zavala, a very complete hitter, and he really just started finding his power towards the end of the season too, so I'm expecting a very big year. I'm shocked he's not in the top 100, to be honest. Like, I know he is a little older, so he is 22 years old, but there's a chance he debuts this year towards the end of the year if he ends up playing really well. And I mean, I just don't get it. Like, over 400 on base percentage, like, that's probably better than 80% of the people in the top 100, and that's at Double A. So yeah, I don't get it. All right, jumping into his sports cards, Aaron Zavala is definitely a buy right now. Like, at least put some type of money towards Aaron Zavala. I'm not saying you have to go drop your bank account on it, but buy a Sapphire for $3. Buy a Sapphire for $8. Buy a base auto for $25. Like, it is crazy. Blue PSA 9, $76. He is such a premium buy right now. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't get it. Again, like I said, I think the Rangers, these values are going to creep up with the Rangers as they continue to progress as a team, and they're really set up for a dynasty. Like, they just are. They have a ton of good pitching. They have a ton of good hitting in their farm system, and they just picked up some big players in the offseason. I think they won the offseason personally. I'm not even a Rangers fan, okay? I just think they did really well. But just super affordable. PSA 9 purple, $55. Green non-auto, $20. $20 for a base auto. Like, you're looking at $20 for a base auto of a dude that has over a 400 on base percentage at Double A and hits well. It's not like it's a guy that's hitting 220 with a 400 on base percentage, only walks. He goes up there and hits well, almost just shy of a 900 OPS. Like, the dude can straight up swing it. Green auto, 115. I just think he's an absolute steal right now. Gold wave, 180. Yeah. Buy something of Aaron Zavala, just do it. You know, worst comes worst, you barely spend any money on someone that could have been huge. So yeah. And the last player I'm talking about, I wanted to include a pitcher, and I believe this is the best pitcher outside of the top 100. His name is Mason Montgomery for the Tampa Bay Rays. Mason Montgomery, he's 22 years old. He's 6'2", 195. He's a left-handed pitcher for the Rays. Farm system at developing pitching. It is ridiculous what they do. But he was a 6th-round pick in 2021. I don't know why or how, but he was a 6th-round pick in 2021. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Again, his numbers weren't crazy in college, so I guess that's probably why. But there's a reason why he got drafted, is because someone saw opportunity with this guy. And I really think the opportunity was just his control. If you look in college, he walked people. He walked 26 guys in 35 innings. He walked 27 guys in 63 innings. He just couldn't figure out his control. Look what he's done since he's joined the Rays. First season with the Rays, gets drafted, short season, 5 starts, 0.84 ERA in rookie ball. Ridiculous. I mean, he's a college guy. He should dominate, right? Not a big deal. Following season, 2022, last year, gets a full season in. Gets 27 starts. Starts at high A. Absolutely dominates. 1.81 ERA over 69 innings. 118 strikeouts. 15 strikeouts per 9. Absolutely love that. But again, college arm, you kind of expect them to do well at high A. Maybe not that well, but you expect them to perform well. Moves up to Double A for 11 starts, 2.48 ERA, 54 innings, 53 strikeouts. So his strikeout rate does go down a little bit at Double A, but his numbers don't really drop, which is, I think, is huge. But again, look at his control, and I believe it's going to keep getting better. Like, he's going to continue to develop as a pitcher. Only 43 walks in 124 innings. Like, we absolutely love that. His strikeouts per 9 over his first full professional season was 12.4 and only 3 walks. Again, I do think there's room for improvement still. Like, he showed improvement from his college year to his first pro year, and 3 walks per 9 isn't great. Like, he can get that down still, and I think he will, but just absolutely unhittable. And this dude is so under the radar, everyone. He doesn't even have a Topps card. Let's jump into it. So, Mason Montgomery, like I said, he doesn't even have a Topps card. This is how low-key this dude is. I'll keep an eye out for it this year because there's a chance they throw him in one of the Bowman products this season with how well he's done. I have a feeling they're not going to. For whatever reason, I just feel like they're not going to. Super under the radar type guy. I'll be honest, I just bought this card for $5. It's a Panini Prism draft picks. This is all he has for his cards is draft picks right now. And I never recommend Panini baseball, but I'm going to recommend it right now. I recommend you go out and buy something just super, super cheap. Like, you can get literally anything under $5 for this dude. Like I said, this autograph out of 12 sold for $5. Like, buy something cheap. His 1 of 1 sold for $77. This dude is an absolute stud. And the reason why I recommend buying something for this product specifically is because if you look at players in the past who maybe don't get a Bowman card at all, like they might not get a Bowman first, or they got a Bowman card later. So Julio Rodriguez is a decent example. So he got a Bowman first autograph in 2019 Bowman. He had a Panini auto in Elite Extra Edition in 2017. And if you go and look at the prices, and I'll just pull it up really quick. And again, this isn't a super fair comp. This is just a player I ran across just looking at eBay this past week, actually. And look at Julio Rodriguez. This is from 2017. So 2 years before his Bowman auto came out. Not even a non-auto out of 49 selling for $60. A base out of Elite Extra Edition out of $9.99, PSA 10, $143. I want to find an autograph. There's got to be an autograph in here somewhere. Right here. Autograph number to 25. Nice card. $500. Again, I don't expect Mason Montgomery to get there, but it kind of just shows that if this guy gets a Bowman card at this point, it's going to be 2 years older than this product. So say down the line, this dude becomes the greatest pitcher in MLB history. This card is going to hold value because it's his very first card as a professional. And yeah, that's about it. All right, everyone, that is my 5 prospects I think are going to break out or gonna finally start getting noticed this season in 2023. I just like a lot of things about these guys. I think they just play the game very well, and yeah, they just need to start getting recognized. Absolutely ridiculous that these guys are not in the top 100. All 5 of them easily could be, in my opinion, and I think they're all going to be by the end of 23. So yeah, that's going to be today's video, everyone. If you guys like this video, as always, please get a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of these 5 players. Have you bought any of these guys? Have you sold any of these guys that you regret selling? Do you not think these guys are going to be good at all? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. See ya!